Grandma Hand's eyes move from Mai to her parents. The warmth in her voice disappears. What does she mean she never got the money? Her mother swallows hard, words caught in her throat. Her father forces a weak smile. There must be some misunderstanding. No misunderstanding, Grandma says firmly. I sent the transfer every month without fail. The silence grows louder than words. Hai shifts in his chair, pretending to check his phone. Mai's hands tremble under the table. Her heart feels like it's falling down a well. Her father clears his throat. We only borrowed it for a while. Borrowed. The word slices through the air like glass. For how long? Grandma asks quietly. 2 years, her mother admits in a whisper. Mai's breath catches. 2 years. 24 months. Almost $30,000 gone. Her voice shakes but doesn't break. You took the money meant for me. Her mother looks away, shame creeping across her face. Your brother had debts. He needed help. Hai keeps his head down, saying nothing. Mai laughs, a sound sharp and strange. So I worked 3 jobs while you paid for his gambling. Her father's face hardens. You managed just fine. It built character. Character. The word echoes inside her like an insult. She remembers cold nights without heat. Cheap noodles for dinner. Skipping meals to buy textbooks. Every sacrifice suddenly feels like betrayal. Her grandmother's chair scrapes against the floor. I trusted you with her future, she says. Her voice trembles with fury. You took what was never yours. Her father stands, defensive now. It was temporary. We meant no harm. Harm, Grandma slams her palm on the table. You stole from your own child. Her mother starts crying, tears dripping onto the tablecloth. Please, Mother, not in front of everyone. Exactly in front of everyone, Grandma says coldly. Mai deserves to know the truth. Mai feels her world collapsing and rebuilding at once. All the excuses, the lies, the guilt, it all fits now. Her father's proud smiles. Her mother's nervous glances. The constant shortage that never made sense. Her grandmother turns to her, eyes softening. I'm so sorry, child. I didn't know. Mai nods, words trapped behind the lump in her throat. It's not your fault, she manages to whisper. Grandma reaches across and takes her hand. Her touch is warm, steady, grounding. Her father mutters something about family unity. Grandma's eyes flash. Family doesn't steal from family. The room falls silent again. Mai looks at her brother. He can't meet her gaze. The golden boy, protected at all costs. She wonders how long they've been planning this. How many times her name was used as an excuse. She feels something shift inside her. Not just anger, but awakening. For years, she thought endurance was love. Now she knows it was survival. Her grandmother squeezes her hand once more. We will fix this, she says. Mai nods slowly. In that moment, she decides. She will never let them take from her again. Morning light filters through the curtains. Mai sits in Grandma Hand's study, hands clasped tight. The air smells of old books and coffee. Her grandmother opens a drawer, eyes grave and tired. I need to show you something, she says quietly. She lays out a stack of bank statements. Red circles mark the same account, number again and again. These are the transfers I made for your education, Grandma says. Mai scans the pages, confusion turning into disbelief. The total makes her dizzy. $90,000. Her stomach twists. That can't be right, she whispers. It's every cent of your college fund, Grandma replies. I created it the year you were born. Her voice breaks slightly. Your parents were supposed to manage it until you turned 18. Mai presses her hands to her temples. Her mind races through all the nights she went hungry. The semesters she almost dropped out. All the times she thought she was the problem. Her grandmother sighs, pulling out another document. Do you know what this is? Mai shakes her head. It's your brother's account, Grandma says. Her finger traces the name printed across the top. Hi. My blinks confused. He had a college fund too. He never attended university, Grandma replies, voice firm. Her finger moves down the page. Casino withdrawals. Online gambling sites. Luxury store purchases. The evidence is clear. Mai feels like the air has been punched from her lungs. All that money, she whispers. Gone. Her grandmother nods. Used to feed his habits, protected by your parents' silence. Mai stares at the papers, tears threatening to fall. She remembers her father calling her irresponsible. Her mother telling her to be grateful. Grateful for what? For being robbed in secret. Her voice comes out hoarse. They lied to you too, Grandma. I see that now, Han answers softly. She straightens her shoulders, resolve returning. This ends today. Mai looks up, startled. I've called my lawyer this morning, Grandma continues. I'm changing my will. Mai shakes her head. They'll be furious. Let them be, Grandma says simply. I'll also transfer your allowance directly to you each month. Her words land like sunlight breaking through fog. Mai feels something heavy lift from her chest. For the first time, she can breathe freely. Grandma reaches across the desk, taking her hand. You've been through too much, my dear, but now you stand on your own. Mai nods slowly, voice trembling. I thought I was weak. I thought struggling meant I failed. Her grandmother squeezes her fingers gently. Struggling means you survived what they never could. Mai lets the truth sink in. The lies, the theft, the betrayal, they no longer own her. Her grandmother closes the folder, final and decisive. From now on, you decide who you become. Mai exhales, steady for the first time in years. Outside, the morning feels brighter. A new beginning quietly takes shape. The house is silent that night. Mai sits on the edge of the guest bed, her mind restless. Sleep refuses to come. She opens the nightstand drawer, looking for a pen. Something hard clatters against the wood. It's an old phone, scratched and dusty. Her mother's previous phone, forgotten after Christmas. Mai hesitates, then presses the power button. The screen flickers to life without a password. Her heart beats faster as she scrolls through messages. Dozens of mundane texts flash by. Then one thread catches her eye. A conversation between her parents. Dated over a year ago. Her fingers tremble as she reads. Did your mother ask why Mai thanked her for money? I told her she must be confused, her father replied. She's getting forgetful anyway. Her mother answered moments later. Good, let Mai think Grandma broke her promise. She'll toughen up. Mai stares at the screen, disbelief turning into nausea. They had planned everything. They watched her struggle and did nothing. Every missed meal, every sleepless night, it was all known. Her throat burns. The text continues, cruel in its casual tone. Clark needs space to recover. Mai will be fine. Fine. The word mocks her. Fine while she begged her boss for leftovers. Fine while she worked until dawn. Fine while they stole her future. Mai drops the phone onto the bed, her hands shaking. A sob catches in her chest, but she forces it down. She walks to the bathroom, needing air. The mirror reflects someone she barely recognizes. Eyes hollow. Cheeks drawn from exhaustion. She grips the sink, breath coming in ragged bursts. Flashbacks hit like waves. Cold nights without heat. Crying quietly so no one would hear. Choosing between books and food. The betrayal hits deeper than hunger ever did. She thought neglect was ignorance. Now she knows it was choice. They had chosen to let her suffer. Her reflection blurs behind tears. A part of her wants to scream. Another part feels terrifyingly calm. Truth has replaced confusion, sharp and undeniable. She wipes her face, the gesture steady, deliberate. They wanted her to toughen up. They succeeded, but not in the way they imagined. She picks up the phone again, scrolls through the messages once more. Every word fuels her resolve. They believed she would stay silent forever. They were wrong. Her phone buzzes suddenly, a message from Talia. "You okay? Been quiet all day." Mai hesitates, then types back. "I found something. I know everything now." They call for an hour, voices soft in the dark. Talia listens, furious on her behalf. "They let you think your grandma forgot. That's cruel." Mai nods even though Talia can't see. "I won't let them hurt me again," she whispers. When they hang up, the house is still. Mai stares at the glowing phone screen one last time. Then she deletes the thread and exhales. The truth can't be unseen. Tomorrow, she will decide what to do with it. 3 weeks pass before they appear. Mai opens her dorm door and freezes. Her parents stand in the hallway, smiling too wide. Her mother clutches her purse like armor. Her father's voice is too cheerful. "Surprise, sweetheart, we were in the area." They have never been in the area before. Mai steps aside, heart steady but cold. Her father walks in without waiting. The tiny room suddenly feels smaller. Her mother sits on the unmade bed. Her perfume fills the air, cloying and false. Her father picks up Mai's calculator, examining it like a stranger's toy. "So," he says, "how's school going?" "What do you want?" Mai asks softly. They exchange a glance, the same silent code she's seen all her life. Her father sighs, dropping the fake warmth. "We're worried about your grandmother." Mai folds her arms. "Really?" "She's been making strange decisions lately," her mother adds. The doctor mentioned early signs of memory loss. The lie tastes stale. Mai almost laughs. Grandma hand solves crosswords in ink. She manages investments better than both of them combined. "This family tension is hurting her," her mother continues. "You should talk to her, convince her to think clearly." Mai narrows her eyes. "You mean convince her to change her will?" Her father's smile fades. "She's cut us off completely. That isn't fair." "Not after everything we've done for you," her mother adds quickly. "Everything you've stolen, you mean?" Her voice is calm, deliberate. Her mother blinks, startled. Mai opens her desk drawer and pulls out the old phone. "You left this at Grandma's house." Her father stiffens. Mai taps the screen. Messages glow under the harsh dorm light. "Let Mai think Grandma broke her promise. She'll toughen up." The words hang in the air like smoke. Her mother goes pale. Her father's jaw clenches. "You had no right to read that," he snaps. "And you had no right to steal from me," Mai replies. Her tone doesn't rise, but it cuts cleanly. Her father points a finger, voice shaking with anger. "You will not speak to me like that." Mai steps closer. "No, you will not speak to me as if I owe you anything." The silence that follows is suffocating. Her mother starts to cry again. Real this time, not rehearsed. "Please, Mai, we're still family." Mai takes a deep breath. Then act like one. She meets their eyes one by one. "There are conditions if you want me in your life. First, admit what you did. No excuses. Second, real family therapy, not a single session for show. Third, you repay every cent you took." Her father lets out a bitter laugh. "You think you can dictate to us?" "I think I can decide who I let hurt me," Mai answers. She opens the door wide. "Please leave." Her mother hesitates, tears streaking down her cheeks. Her father grabs his coat, furious. They walk out without another word. The door closes softly, but the sound echoes like thunder. Mai stands still, breathing deeply. No tears. Only calm. For the first time, the silence feels like peace. Days turn into weeks, and the air feels lighter. Mai wakes up without dread for the first time in years. The mornings are calm, unhurried, almost gentle. She drinks her coffee slowly, no rush to survive. Her bills are paid on time now. Her meals are warm, not instant noodles from a paper cup. The transfer from Grandma, Han, arrives each month. She saves part of it, careful but not afraid anymore. The sound of her phone doesn't make her flinch. Her mother still calls every few days. Sometimes she leaves long voicemails, half apology, half guilt. Mai doesn't listen to them anymore. Not out of anger, but out of peace. She simply doesn't owe them her pain. Her grades start to rise again. Professors notice the difference in her work. "You seem more focused these days," one of them says. Mai smiles. Focus is easy when hunger isn't constant. She spends more time in the library now. The smell of paper and dust feels like safety. Her body finally rests. Her mind begins to heal. Talia drags her out for walks after class. They talk about future plans, not survival plans. For once, the word tomorrow doesn't sound heavy. Mai finds a part-time job she actually likes. A small bakery near campus hires her for weekends. The owner, Mr. Keene, teaches her how to make sourdough. He pays fairly and treats her kindly. She keeps the job even though she no longer needs it. The scent of bread makes her feel alive again. One evening, her grandmother calls. Her voice is warm, steady as always. "You sound happier, my dear," she says. "I think I finally am," Mai replies. "That's how freedom sounds," Grandma chuckles. Mai writes in a small notebook before bed. It's not a diary, just reminders to herself. Simple sentences written in blue ink. I will not accept lies. I will not protect those who harm me. I will not carry shame that isn't mine. I will not sacrifice my peace for others, comfort. She closes the notebook and exhales. The words feel like a promise. At night, she sleeps deeply, without counting hours or bills. The past still whispers sometimes, but it no longer screams. Her hands, once cracked from detergent, are healing. Her reflection looks stronger, her gaze steady. Even the silence of her small dorm room feels sacred now. One afternoon, she receives an email from her professor. A research assistant position opens next semester. Flexible hours, good pay, academic credit. Mai stares at the screen, smiling in disbelief. She applies without hesitation. This time, she has the energy to reach higher. The next morning, she walks across campus. Leaves rustle under her shoes. The sun feels warm, not distant. For years, she lived only to endure. Now she lives to grow. Every step forward feels like reclaiming something stolen. The girl who once begged for help no longer exists. In her place stands someone new, calm, steady, unbreakable. The phone rings one quiet afternoon. Mai almost ignores it until she sees the name. "Hi." Her stomach tightens, memories flooding back. She hesitates, then answers. "Mai, it's me," his voice says softly. It sounds different, smaller, calmer. "I'm calling from Pine Hill Recovery Center." The words hang in the air. "Rehab. I've been here 2 weeks," he continues. "I need to say something before I lose my nerve." Mai leans against the wall, heart steady but guarded. "I knew about the money," he says. "All of it." Silence fills the line. "I knew they were taking what Grandma sent you." He exhales, voice cracking. "I didn't stop them. I didn't want to face the truth." Mai closes her eyes. Part of her wants to hang up. Another part listens. "They said they'd pay it back," he continues. "I believed them. I wanted to believe them." He laughs bitterly. "But I was too deep in my own mess to care." Mai's throat tightens. The confession burns like salt and relief combined. "I'm not asking for forgiveness," he says quickly. "I just need you to know that I know what I did." Mai speaks at last, her voice calm. "You watched me fall apart, Hi." "I know," he whispers. "I watched, and I let it happen." For a long time, neither speaks. Only the sound of breathing crosses the line. Finally, Mai says, "Thank you for telling me." It's not forgiveness, but it's truth. 2 days later, they meet at a small cafe. He looks thinner, older, eyes clearer. 92 days sober, he says with a faint smile. Mai studies him carefully. Gone are the expensive clothes, the arrogance. What remains is a man trying to rebuild himself. He pulls a small notebook from his pocket. "I'm doing the 4th step," he explains. Moral inventory, full disclosure. He opens it, revealing lists and figures. Dates, amounts, places. This is everything we took, where it went, how it started. Mai scans the numbers, her chest tight. $28,000 of her name on paper. "I used your allowance first," he admits. "I told myself it was temporary. It became survival, then addiction." He looks up, eyes wet. "They created a system where I was the golden one, and you were the strong one. I thought that meant I was safe." Mai shakes her head slowly. "We both paid for their love in different ways." He nods, understanding. "They asked me to fix things with you," he says quietly. "To bring you back." "What did you say?" "I told them no." His voice steadies. "I told them I won't be their messenger anymore." Mai feels something shift inside her. It's not reconciliation yet, but it's real. "I can't forgive you today," she says. "I don't expect you to," he replies. "But I'll keep doing the work." They sit in silence, watching sunlight move across the table. For once, there are no lies between them. When they leave, there is no hug, no promise. Just a quiet truth shared between two survivors. As Mai walks back toward campus, she feels lighter. The past no longer drags her down. It simply walks behind her, distant, fatting, done. 6 months later, the world feels new again. Mai walks across campus under the spring sunlight. Her backpack feels lighter, her steps more certain. She has been promoted in her research position. Her professor praises her for precision and insight. She applies for a fellowship she once thought unreachable. Her grades shine, her name back on the dean's list. Her phone buzzes with a message from Grandma Han. "Proud of you, my bright girl," the text reads. Mai smiles, warmth spreading through her chest. She calls back, laughter echoing between them. They talk about summer plans and dinner together. The future sounds steady, not fragile anymore. Later, Mai sits under an old oak tree with her notebook. No more survival lists, only dreams and plans. The envelope from her mother still lies unopened. There is no anger, only calm acceptance. She tucks it away again, whispering, "Maybe someday." The wind moves gently through the leaves above her. She looks up, sunlight touching her face like forgiveness. The girl who once lived in fear is gone. What remains is a woman who finally chose herself.